Hello, how you doing?
Finding you.
I'm good.
We live. The DJ Booth Radio Show. You need to be able to get to the camera?
No.
Yeah.
So I'm right here.
Yeah. We here.
Yeah.
Going to the DJ Booth Radio Show, the DJ Duke live mix coming to you right now.
Yo, holla at your boys pulling up your freeway. Shout out DJ Duke.
It's Lil Dave from around the way, and I'm rocking out with DJ Duke.
1 2 1 2. Hold up. I literally just got this record. Hold up. I just got this record, DJ Luke Nasty. It is crazy. Hey, listen, big shout out to Philadelphia Freeway. Freedom Thinkers Tour starts today. Freeway, what up? Word. Talk happy life. I like this record, Ashley. I like it, Ashley. I like this record. I like this shit right here.
Yo, Snooky.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Look, I know you heard me on the radio.
What?
This ain't nothing new. Long tongue, all the bad
What up?
Loot. Usually on one, fuck it, cause tonight I'm on two, and it's a fact. I still drive a motherfucking coupe, it's a fact. My time to shine is over fucking due, matter of fact. All I drive
Hey, I'm gonna let this rock out now. Hold up now. I'm gonna let it rock out for a second. Hold up. I like this. DJ Luke Nasty. Back it up.
And if you don't believe me,
DJ Luke Nasty.
He rapping on
Yeah,
you?
he switched the game up, champ.
Okay.
I gotta set my game up now. Hold up. DJ Duke, my single coming out.
hey, you can do it, put your ass into it. Yeah. You can do it, put your back into it. She
Okay.
said, money make her come up in my bag to do it.
Check it, looking real good. What up? Hold up. That's word.
All of the above.
Uh-huh.
Standing on the couch, popping bottles in the club. Even hating niggas like, damn, that nigga tough. But how you get it clear, nigga, I don't give a fuck. They calling me a thief, I mean, it is what it is. The only thing I ever took was another nigga, bitch. And every time a song hit, I say,
That's y'all heavy.
but until then, bitch, back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
What up, IG?
Back it up.
Hold on, I said, look.
Back it up. Back it up.
Real DJs, man. The coolest of DJs.
Listen at 10 Trees, I'm rocking with DJ Duke.
Yo, you already know it's your boy Dave East. I'm out here cooling with the DJ Booth Radio Show. What's up?
What's up, yo? It's T Savage, and I'm rocking out with DJ Duke.
That's y'all heavy one time. Hey, Ashley, what up, Ashley? How you feeling, Ash? Ash, what up, DJ Now? What's good? Look, watch it drop. Big shout out to Raw League Classic record, one of my favorite
It's
records.
Scotty B, and I'm rapping out with my guy, #1, DJ Duke.
Watch when it drop. Watch it.
Coalition got the city on rock.
Drop.
Touch my swag, wish you good. I look fly, yeah, I look good. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, yeah, I look good. Touch my swag.
Hey, listen, man, congratulations to Nas. New deal with Netflix.
I look
So watch
good.
this.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, yeah,
I ain't going that far back. I already know Illmatic.
I look fly, yeah, I look good. I look good. I look good. I look good.
Hey, look, we vibing out tonight. It's early. That ain't normal.
What's up?
You really turn me out. You really get the good. You really
Mystery, what's going on?
You really put me on the boat down saying. You really
That's your favorite Nas song, yo.
What's up, yo?
I mean, I'm just saying. I agree. Hold on.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
This song right here is classic. Special request, happy birthday, Brittany, happy birthday. Future Round was crazy last night. Listen,
Happy Hump Day.
have you seen the video from last night? What's up, baby? Hold up.
Happy Wednesday tonight.
I like that. Hey, y'all.
You want to know what has a hit with the
Hold up. How do you know about this? How do you know about this? Hold up. It's a little sexual. Hold up.
She said it's Happy Hump Day. Hey.
Make a movie on the dick, I'ma film my stuff. And you can have that nigga back soon as I get done.
Oh, she's talking heavy.
These bitches won't act me.
What?
I'm a bitch head, even though I
Let me
keep
switch it up. Hold up.
bitches looking pissed because I'm cute, they wanna bash me. And argue about a nigga who like bitches with a fat. Can I post you on my page? Spend a night at my place. Call a bro nigga bae.
That's how you feel?
Don't you know I'm that bitch nigga? You wanna hit, well I need trips nigga. No crib, rich nigga, it ain't shit to me. STKO Chanel, I'm a big spender. Go yard, chrome heart tag, Chanel number 9 with the shoes to
I
match.
actually already know this. Okay, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked.
Got some special guests in the building. We get ready to wrap it up in a minute.
Yo, you already know it's your boy Dan Keith. I'm out here calling with the DJ Booth Radio Show. Eastside.
Listen, man, 10 trees. I'm rocking with DJ Duke.
That's different. Now, let me just start over. That's just different. Sometimes you gotta really DJ. It don't matter if I got a turntable or control. Hold up. Feel the same. I don't wanna play game. Ashley, don't sing, all right? We heard your vocals, Ashley. Ain't good. Come on. I'm gonna play out. Elijah, I'm gonna play out real quick. I'm gonna play out. Go ahead. There you go.
We've been together 6 months now, the most perfect day.
Is it like a special button for the sound? But the microphone on, I don't know why it's saying no sound.
After all I've been through, I was your
Talk to me like I love you.
all time. I forever love you, you're mine.
Listen, free my guy Casanova.
So give me one more time. Love you, girl. Do you feel the same? I don't wanna play.
Free Casanova. Hold up. Troy Lane DeVito. Come on.
You're the only one that can hold my face.
What?
Baby, just play it straight. No
What's up, y'all? This is DJ. I'm rocking up with DJ Duke.
And once again, free the big homie Casanova. It's that new Troy Lane DeVito. 2 a.m. Casanova.
Is that a special button for the sound? And if you say they can't hear me, but the mic ain't on it. Go back out.
Oh, it was at the bottom? This is such a vibe. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I got 2 minutes, y'all. Hold up. This is such a vibe. I'm gonna stay in the vibe. Hold up.
Let's get it done. Don't think this time. Tequila. Sorry, I know you know that I got keeping on me. All the racks in the club, all of these bottles know they ain't cheap. And I want you to pass it away.
Hey, nah, I'm gonna take you back. Hey, my IG checking in. What up? I see you.
And I want you to
Apple Music. What up? Google Play. Hold up.
It's a good love and a good love in the area. It's you want it's a good love and a good love in the air. It's you want
Casanova. That's just different. I'm gonna take y'all back one time, right? Listen, right? Our first single ever released right here. Wise Guys, Lord Nay. Let it rock out. Instrumental. Hold up.
Coalition got the city on lock.
What you know about this ass? Did you download this record? No, you didn't. Don't play in my face.
What's up? It's your boy DJ Duke.
My first record right here.
Team Gutter was good.
That's so heavy. One
It's
thing.
right, it was good.
Everybody.
Gutter.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? New grass, what up, King? What up? Watch this. Yeah. That's where it all started at. Come on, I want this one more now. One more. I always play checking that. What up? I got one more record. Everybody talking about this Summer Walker album, right? But guess what? I started first. Summer Walker. DJ Duke Live.
Tell me what you
Produced by myself and say the producer. Hold up.
gotta be.
Available on streams right now. Nobody. Summer Walker. Come on, ladies. I just joined the wave. Oh, we gotta get your downloading up though. We gotta spend the money for these. I got you. All right. Okay. She don't usually whine like that, y'all. Look at y'all see that? Hold up. Man, we gotta get sure, man. Great show, man. Make sure I go cop that Nobody Summer Walker featuring myself, DJ Duke, and see the producer out right now, all digital markets. What up, DJ Knowledge, the DJ Booth?
What up, DJ Duke? What's good, man?
How you feeling, champ?
Man, I'm feeling great.
Okay.
I was having technical issues with my Instagram sound, but
I upgrade the phone.
I got a message saying it's good now.
Upgrade the phone, upgrade the data.
Hey, listen.
You know what I mean?
Fuck all that.
You know what I mean? Okay.
I wasn't doing
do all that.
I wasn't doing do not disturb.
You don't have to do it, but you mentioned today. That's good.
Well, I'm glad you noticed.
That's good.
I always look forward to Wednesday for you to approve what I have on.
You know what? You actually should.
Yeah.
Ashley, what do you think, Ashley? If you just involved as me, because you acting like you so innocent.
What do you? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
He's
saying.
looking good today. You look
Okay,
great.
I'm me or
Both of y'all.
Oh,
I see
I mean,
Charlie
you know,
Brown.
I'm just,
You know.
shrug your shoulders a little bit. Say my name.
Oh,
Shout out, box check in, check out. So you know what I'm saying?
Check.
Yeah, we doing a battle the other day. Yo, he's bound to do. The dude was so scared. He went like that. Yeah,
he was scared.
Yeah, to do these battles, scared as shit, man. Shout out to Box Check Money.
My man. Yeah,
Day one, but DJ Knowledge, how you feeling?
I feel great.
How was your week to week?
Week was great, man. I ain't do too much. You know, same old work.
Right.
Got some golf in. And it's funny because Sunday it was like 30 degrees out there at 7:30, 8 in the morning, right?
Playing golf?
Cold. We couldn't go right out on the course because they had a frost delay. So it was frost on the grass. Yeah, so we had to wait like an hour and some change or whatever before we go out there. But my homeboy had he had a whole golf cover. I'll show it to you later. Like I'm talking about with 2 heaters in the joint in there, like 70 degrees, cozy. It was crazy. I was like, yo, I must really love golf because I'm even my mother know I hate cold weather. So 30 degrees is extreme for me right now. I hate cold weather.
I mean, that really is kind of cold though.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, that ain't
cold.
like a thing that's not normal.
Yeah,
that is
I mean, it started to heat up as the day went on, around like 10, 11.
Oh yeah,
it's frosty.
Yeah, I'm saying like, you know, I don't like when it's 70. Yeah.
It was 70 inside the cut.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
you. But other than that, I had a great weekend.
I gotta look at golf. Any DJing? Any mixing?
I ain't doing any DJing. No DJing this weekend, other than my own personal practice or whatever, or downloading songs. You know, that's a job too.
Never let me know what's hot anymore.
You know everything that's hot.
Sometimes you used to call me like, dude, you got this. You don't even do that no more, but it's okay.
No, I wait.
Busy.
No, what I do is I wait like a couple months, maybe every quarter. Like, yo, dude.
Well, but see, that's the thing. I don't give the DJs a good. I give them like the regulars, like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like the normal. You know what I'm saying? But no. Shout out to DJ Nada. But of course, y'all know this week was crazy. If you follow me, I don't know where to start. I know I left Baltimore. It's cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I went to Atlanta first on the tour. Shout out to 7 7 artists. It was crazy. Hip hop since 1987. So it's my 3rd tour with them. Literally around the U.S. Shout out to DJ Alamo and the whole coalition of DJs. But yeah, we started out in Atlanta on Monday, and I'm thinking it's gonna be hot or warm. I only brought shorts and you know what I mean. I brought 1 pair of jeans
in Miami.
No, this before that.
Oh, okay,
this Monday before that.
Okay,
right. So I went there, got to Atlanta. It was kind of chilly. Tried to get. But that show was crazy. Shout out to everybody ATL. Then while we at the show in Atlanta, one of the guys on the west side, the Will Barton and his whole team, when his security would have to be one of my security. He was like, "Yo, NFL Chopper got a show tonight in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got a slot. You want to DJ?" I'm like, nigga, what? That's
right.
What you mean? Of course I want to DJ.
Of course.
So I didn't know it was 5 hours away from Atlanta though. So we had to drive 5 hours. Got stuck on the road. 7 ran out of gas on the road in Mississippi.
What?
In the heart of Mississippi. We was in the woods of Mississippi. This is a true story. I hope somebody tag me. So on the side of the road in Mississippi, just realized that we called the DJ Booker, shout out to DJ Booker, celebrity DJ Booker. We said, yo, we stuck with Mississippi. This nigga say, call the police. Straight like that.
Yeah.
He ain't say, yo, told you. He said, call the police first. Yo, so before we know that scared the fuck out of us. We 3 black niggas in Mississippi. I mean, we from Baltimore. I'm not thinking this shit really that real. Like, he's like, yo, he's like, bro, you be missing. Like, that shit real when we at Mississippi. So long story short, before we can call the police, my man girl called a tow truck. We got there to the show. Show was crazy, but I have not seen that many guns other than the movie. Like, I'm sorry, everybody had AKs because it's right to carry state.
Oh yeah.
But it ain't. But Atlanta's right to carry, but it ain't like Memphis.
Oh.
No, they right to carry for real.
Yeah.
Them niggas, they got guns like that. They walk down the street.
Yeah, they walk around with a chopper.
Memphis is really crazy. So shout out to Memphis. So I'm gonna show that real quick, not too long. Left Memphis back to Atlanta for the tour. Then I came back to Baltimore for 2 days. I had 2 events here. Of course, we had South Marlin. Then I had Goldies, right? It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then flew back to Miami, or to Miami. Miami was crazy. Shout out to everybody that was at, at the Palm. The whole Palm was a retarded day party. You know what I mean? So it was good vibes, good energy. The tour was good. Again, shout out to DJ Alamo, the whole team. There was a group from Baltimore on the tour.
Uh-huh.
And they actually coming on the show next week. I forgot their name, but they killed the shit. Real shit.
Okay.
So been a long week. Back to Baltimore. Monday we had Goldies. Last night was Ladies' Night. Tonight South Marlin. Tomorrow back at Goldies.
Yeah.
Friday club downtown. We just all weekend. DC Saturday. Sunday at the garage. So follow me all week, man. I mean, we just partying all week.
Got an agenda.
But tonight it's gonna be crazy. Coalition DJs tonight.
Word.
Where you artists performing in front of 75 to 100 DJs around the world. Like, so it's definitely dope for artists. Get at me right now. But let's get the show started. So, I mean, you gonna start with the sponsor commercial?
The sponsors, we always gotta give a shout out to our sponsors.
Right.
First of all, Master Music is one of our sponsors. Shout out to my guy DJ 5 Star, who blessed the show last week. Man, we had an epic conversation, dope conversation, of course, with Ash and everything. It was dope. So, Master Music is an innovative way for kids to improve their math skills through the art of DJing. The whole program comes with a kit. You get a whole duffel bag with a controller, a laptop. It comes with a textbook. It comes with the curriculum. It comes with the software that kids will be able to download their favorite music, be able to listen to songs they like. That way they can start to learn how to count BPMs, and it'll help with subtraction, addition, algebra, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's Matthew Music, y'all.
You're a boss. You killed it, bro. He's getting better at me. You didn't even
I
look
gotta
bad.
practice,
You killed it, bro. You didn't practice that. That was natural.
No,
that was
I practice
natural.
every
I
week.
appreciate that. Yo.
You're welcome, sir.
Matthew
I gave a
Music.
shout out to, and of course, our other sponsor is Balt Vodka.
And now you taking my shit.
A
See,
black
now you taking my
I mean, he
commercial.
wasn't here
Now you
last
taking
week.
my check.
He
All right,
wasn't here last week.
go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. I mean,
But I like the way you go. I like the way you talk about Balt Vodka. It's made for you, by you. I want you to.
It's cool.
It's your stamp, though.
Let's go here, golfer.
It's
I
your
want to
stamp.
hear it. I want to hear it. Can I hear it? Go ahead. Let me hear the commercial. Brought to you by.
Balt Vodka.
Okay. Anything else?
A black-owned vodka coming straight out of Miami.
Okay.
It's gluten-free.
Oh.
Especially made for Duke himself. Because
Make sure y'all go get that Balt Vodka, man. I'm telling you, the Balt Vodka is crazy. Like you said, based out of Miami. I was crazy. I had the red carpet for the Love of Money in Miami. Shout out to Ro Timmy, Cat Williams. Who else was in the movie? Carrie Elson, DC Young Fly, star-studded event. So actually, I got one of the media personnel here on the show today that was there. Shout out to them. Also, before we get started, got to shout out to my other sponsors, BMF Moscato, BMF Wine. Make sure y'all go get that BMF Wine. Hit me up. And you know the campaign free big meats. And of course, BMF is the hottest series in the world right now.
Yeah, they
make sure y'all go holler at them. BMF Cash, Southwest Tea, all that good stuff.
And we can't hold on.
Okay.
We can't leave out the podcast center, the WGE Podcast Center, for everybody that needs a podcast.
That is true.
If you're interested in doing a podcast, doesn't matter if you're a pro or you're amateur, beginner, you don't know where to start.
You good, yo.
Just DM me.
You good, yo. That was serious. No matter if you're a pro or amateur. That was serious.
Come on.
Oh, man, we got to move on.
Holla at me about them podcasts.
That was serious, bro.
Yo, funny.
That was serious shit. Before we jump into the remedy tip, before we jump into that, as usual, our guest real quick, we're going to jump into that. Ashley, so who we got here first?
Stunting, one of the hottest upcoming artists in the city right now, man.
Okay, we talking heavy. Who's the guy friend of the show?
Yeah, this Elijah Camera Art, photographer, teacher.
Okay. You talking heavy, you smile that way at the camera. Yeah, they can't
we
see.
We got cameras everywhere.
Yeah, what I'm saying. He just smiled and shit. I know his story, so I know he had to just be on. I know his story. You know what I mean? We won't get into all that, but let's jump right into the Remedy 10. With your girl, Ashley.
How y'all feeling? Last week when you wasn't here, we had a really vibe out situation. It was really a vibe for real. We had to get our mental status together for our relationships and friendships. But today, what we're going to talk about is verbal abuse and knowing how not to do it and how not to get it. All right. So good afternoon, my kings and queens. It's your girl, AJ the Bunny. The time has come again for your Remedy 10 here on the DJ Booth Radio Show, live each and every Wednesday, bringing you a remedy for 10. Royal Castle, I ask, are you verbally abusive to yourself and others? And be wise and careful when answering this question to yourself. Many may think that their words can be supportive, but in reality, the words and the delivery can become a moment that lasts forever, whether good or bad. We have discussed past weeks the positive and encouraging ways to help you, fellow king and queen, and even yourself by speaking positivity on yourself and others. But some may not understand because that has been the force of the letdown, and I've had to check myself plenty of times before. So I come to you today to try and help make us all aware of the things that we can do negatively to another person and ourselves and what it looks like that can affect lives that we never did or do, and also the tools and exercises you can use to help yourself do better in this department. So most people assume that if they were being verbally abused, that they would know about it. After all, verbal abuse often involves yelling, put downs, name calling, and belittling behaviors. But there's so much more to verbal abuse than people realize. In fact, some people are verbally abused on a regular basis without even recognizing that it's happening. Because verbal abuse isn't as clear cut as other forms of abuse. It can be hard to identify, but that doesn't any less real. Verbal abuse involves some sort of verbal interaction that causes a person emotional harm, often prompting them to question who they are. It is a way for a person to control and maintain power over another person. In fact, it is not uncommon for a victim of verbal abuse to feel inadequate, crazy, stupid, or worthless. After all, they are being defined by a verbally abusive person. If verbal abuse occurs in a dating relationship, it can be particularly confusing because the partner may not be abusive all of the time, and their behavior could be abusive as well. Verbal abuse can be insidious and subtle, but even prolonged silent treatment is a form of verbal abuse. When this happens, the person is attempted to control and punish the victim by refusing to talk to the other. For some people, especially those who either experience verbal abuse in the home or experienced it as a child, it can often be overlooked because the verbal assaults feel like a normal way to communicate. But they are anything but normal and can have lasting consequences. So verbal abuse can take a number of different forms. And I'm going to name these forms for you. And we're going to clear up some exercises you can do and things you can do to stop it. Blaming, which is making the victim believe they are responsible for the abusive behavior or what they bring the verbal abuse upon themselves. Criticism, harsh and persistent remarks that are meant to make the person feel bad about themselves and not constructive. Gaslighting, a type of insidious and sometimes covert emotional abuse where the abuser makes the target question their judgments and reality. Judging, looking down on the victim, not accepting them for who they are. Name calling is abusive, derogatory language, and assaults, it chips away at their self-esteem. Threats, statements meant to frighten, control, and manipulate them into compliance, and withholding, a refusal to give affection or attention, including talking to you, looking at you, or even being in the same room with you, especially if this is what you love. Well, not exhaustive list, these are just a few examples of the common types of verbal abuse that occur. But now, how can we fix this? The first step in dealing with verbal abuse is to recognize that you are being abused. Acknowledge it. And first and foremost, you are being abused. Acknowledge it. By being honest about what you are experiencing, accept it and acknowledge it. Being honest about what you are experiencing, you can begin to take steps to gain back your control. While you need to consider your individual situation and circumstances, these tips can help if you find yourself in a verbally abusive relationship or situation. Number one, set boundaries. Don't set boundaries you have no intention of keeping. Limit exposures. If possible, take time away from the verbally abusive person and spend time with people who love and support you. Limiting exposure with the person can give you a space to reevaluate your situation. Surround yourself with loving people so you cannot lose sight of a healthy relationship. In the relationship, if there are no signs that the verbal abuse will end or that person has no intention on working on their behavior, you will more than likely end that daggone relationship. Before doing so, you should tell someone, a counselor, a family friend, because you might also want to create a safety plan. If they're really abusive, the abuse can escalate. Seek help. Healing from a verbally abusive relationship may not be something you can do on your own. Reach out to trusted loved ones. Consider talking to a therapist who can help you process your emotions, okay? And here are some stones you can keep on your person that can help you with your nervousness, your brokenness, anxiety one may experience during their situation. I carry them every day, and you can also wear them as jewelry. Amethyst, which promotes serenity and calmness. Rose quartz, which helps with the root chakra and also trauma healing. Blue lace agate is amazing at calming the mind and healing broken emotions. It opens the door to your spiritual connection, supporting intuition, clear expression, and alleviating stress and anxiety. So, royal family, do you have a good support system? And when I say support, I'm not talking about money and place to stay, a ride, or a babysitter. I'm talking about the verbal encouragement and the supporters who are not your yes men and dare to be different by telling you the truth. But let's not get these words misconstrued. Even though we all may not know how to properly communicate, we should know when we are being abused. So be more aware of what you say and how you say it to someone and or who says it to you. The only way we can break the chain is by starting with our own personal link. So, okay, that's all I have for the Royal Castle today. Join me next week for your Remedy 10 and go follow us on Reality Recycle on IG, Facebook, and now YouTube for all your holistic health and DIY tips. Don't forget to put shopcivilwrong.com in your web browser for your fall gear and be blessed and not stressed. But most importantly, be safe. I love you guys. And if you are a loved one, or you are a victim of domestic violence, please contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You can find it on Google. It's 1-800-799-7233 for confidential assistance.
I was gonna say, okay, but can I say something? That you didn't go to Carver. You read very well.
I only went to Carver for a year.
Okay, I knew there was no way that you just only went to Carver. Okay, I just had to break the ice with that because a lot of information you was like flawless with.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
you don't know, like I get up in the morning, I type it up, I read it twice, and then I come in here.
You was on that. You was spitting that like a dude at the auction. 35. Make sure you get his.
I mean, and I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast, but you guys can find all this information online.
Miss Sharice said that was some good info that needs to be shared more often.
Hey, Miss Sharice.
Thank you.
Nah, what's up with the shirt? What is Think Power? I like that. What does it say? Thinker. Okay.
Yes,
now you think now? All right, now we go open the table up, right?
Power,
so we
and respect.
Let me open the table up to everybody. One end of the crowd, but just real quick on this shirt. Do you believe that every black person should know those men on that shirt?
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree. So what y'all think?
Definitely.
I think so.
Definitely.
I believe that history is just so important. And I believe that there's some kids out there that really might not know. I would say 15 older really might not know the guys on that shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Except
like
for Obama. They probably know Obama.
Yeah.
But Malcolm.
I don't know though. You gotta know them too, yo. Like there's like
might not, you know.
I can see Mega Evers. Y'all might not know Mega Evers.
What?
Some people might not know Mega Evers.
I mean, if you know, come
that's
on.
my favorite. If I know it, you know it. See, she's very shady. Anyway, so we got Gus in the building. So yeah. So you said your name. So what do you do for people that don't know?
I'm an artist, a recording artist, and and an entrepreneur.
Okay, so which you got a brand as far as the clothing or
all that stuff. Like I'm in the baby stages. Like honestly, I just came home last year, so I just been grinding, you know. So I got a lot of things conceptually, but you know, it just take time to put it all you know, put it all in the fold.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trusting my process.
So is there anything you pushing right now specifically?
Right now, just the music. Just the music. Beyond Stunting, you can look me up on YouTube. That's where the majority of my music is. I got a lot of videos out.
That's what's up. How long you been rapping?
I've been rapping for a long time, to be honest. Like, I wrote my first rap, I want to say 5th grade. The teacher ripped it up. It was vulgar.
Oh, snap.
I do remember that. But
yeah,
like my first 2 loves for real was football and music. Like my mother was like into showbiz. Like she was on Apollo Amateur Night, things like that.
Oh, what?
Was on that old Homicide TV show we had in the city. Like, so
did she get booed on Amateur Night?
No, she almost won, man. She lost to a dude. He did some crazy tricks with a dog. Like he, you know, so but she was second place though.
You ain't beat him up enough, right?
I was too young.
Thought about
right
now,
I might have kicked the dog out the stage like that.
This our chicken, nigga. What you doing? That's dope though. That's dope though. So stick around and say we'll have a group conversation in a second. So all right, you just somebody.
What's going on, brother?
How you feeling, Chad?
I'm good.
So tell people what you do for people that don't know. Talk to me.
I'm a photographer, and I also teach photography, and I'm a mentor, and you know, I'm an entrepreneur. So I do workshops for entrepreneurship but mainly photography. That's what most people know me for. Photography, Elijah Camera Art. So yeah.
Okay, that's the name itself. I know it's your name, but did you put any thought into it? Like, you know what I mean? Like I like this catchy. It's gonna get people attention.
Because I look at the images I take, not only as art but also as history. So it's more like Black history art. I come from the Upton community where you know all the big musicians and all the different cultural art forms used to exist. And now we're getting
like a different stage
to that aesthetic type of beauty and you know artistic expression.
I mean that's straight. That's right. Actually, I'm about to ask you. Like, I mean, I know you personally, so I know what you've been through, what you're going through. But like, what's the journey? Can you speak of like where you coming from? Where you know?
Okay. So again, you one of my homeboys, right?
Yeah.
We come from the same hood. So you know, a lot of people know my story because I recently was appointed to a position in the mayor's office, the Trauma Informed Care Task Force. So I do, we do a lot of brainstorming about how to deal and help others recognize people that suffer from trauma. So one of the first organizations, the task force, kind of gave insight to in this matter was the Eda Pratt Library. Rex and Parks is coming soon. We're going to try to get online with the school system, just helping people to recognize the people in the city that deal with trauma. But at any rate, as you know, my background, because again, we're friends, and I did 20 years in prison. I had a murder when I was 23, 24 years old. Did 20 years in prison, came home, really didn't have any family or any resources. So I immediately had to get on my grind. So within a year, I had my photography business, I had my cleaning service, and I was meeting brothers like yourself. What I can say, or what I want to say, one of the things that we always talk about is how we can put other people on, how we can help people and succeed the way we were blessed.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the things I can say about the city, right, is that the movers will embrace you if they consider you a mover. But I just want things to get a little better.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but I'm sad like how you said it though.
Right. I just want things to just get a little better because our town also has that negative stigma, that crab in the barrel thing.
Yeah.
And I encountered a lot of that when I came home, right? I encountered a lot of that in business and still to today or whatever, And I will credit, a few people like yourself, right?
Oh,
I mean, you and I, we do a lot of, stuff together.
Yeah,
Different events. But whenever there's something, that you feel as though would meet my skill set, you call me up.
Oh yeah.
You promote my services and you've been a friend. You know what I'm saying? And I
That's
try
real.
to do the same thing.
It's crazy. I got another question right before we do that. I know you said you just came home like a year ago or something like that.
Yeah.
So did you experience like support when you came? You come out, people ready to support you, or like I gotta get back to it myself?
I was blessed with a good support system, even through my incarceration. Like I did 3 years, you feel me? And that support system is a huge difference in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I was up the road with brothers such as him right here, good brothers that been down, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it teaches you to be grateful, because no matter what you're going through, somebody can be going through something worse. Somebody be happy to have your problem. So, you know what I'm saying? The support system definitely
That's amazing thing. I mean, something I always wanted to ask people was like, and I never understood this, right? So you locked up, right? Why have somebody that maybe got 3 years with somebody that got life? Like, why you know what I'm saying, with the system? Why is that even possible? You know, because his mentality is totally different than his mentality. I'm trying to go home. You ain't never go home. So it's like you've been in 20. So it's like, you know,
I mean, because it's you have to look at the purpose for the existence of these systems anyway. It's not rehabilitation, it's punishment. So, however, can I, you know, punish a guy that got 3 years? How worse can this situation be? Was in a cell with somebody that got triple life. You know, so it's not about rehabilitation; it's about punishment. So you'll see a lot of things that you would look at as possibly undermining any chance or potential a person have as, you know, re-entering and being successful. Right. So that's one of the things I've been working on, is a re-entry program, and just trying to give guys the resources that they need to get on their feet. And the main ones are housing and employment. If you get a person and have them live somewhere that's comfortable and I guess to his standard, right, and a living wage opposed to like the minimum wage, they're not going to reoffend. You know, that's the argument. Most people that do time, even from 3 years,
because we hustle to get stuff. That's the whole point of hustling. So so what should we give us some stuff? Like, what's your music? Like, what type of music you make?
I make street music, but it's like it ain't. It's like I'm trying to portray a message in a way like people still think it's slick. You feel me? Because like if you come on some kumbaya type time, like the street's not really going to listen. But I try to communicate in a language we all can understand. But my message really is perseverance. Like, you know, take what you get and do the most with it. So I talk, so it's like BRM stunting, big rapping money. It's just like a you know, entertainment version of myself, but it's just like this glitz and glamour. We can get it from the mud. You feel me? But you don't have to hurt nobody or promote negativity to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my biggest thing, and I'll just jump and ask you. My biggest thing with like growing up on the avenue, right? I'm like, yo, you don't get no brownie points for messing with somebody that's not in what we doing. You know what I'm saying? If he not an outside dude, he ain't trying to get no money. I ain't promoting violence at all. You know, on the radio, but I'm just saying, if you are going to do violence and you live that type of lifestyle, rock with, you know, beef with the people that's in a lifestyle. Don't be with somebody that's walking down the street, going to the store, trying to go to school. I just never understood that. People rob in the same neighborhood. Like, you know, like I said, we put my address to San Marie's spot. Like, why rob somebody in San Marie's on a yacht? You know, they pretty much live around here.
You come here every day.
They come here every day. So,
but we always been doing that.
Yeah, it's like, what you think they're going to do now? They're going to retaliate. Then they're going to retaliate. It's just
robbing broke people.
Right.
We ain't never gonna come up like that.
like the brother, like I'm impressed. How old are you, bro?
27. I just turned 27.
That's good, bro. That's good. It's the mentality, man. So that's the point again through my connections with the task force. That's what I'm trying to get the city to understand, that it's the mentality. So a lot of times when you talk about prevention or prevention intervention, that's the platform I'm coming from. A lot of times people think that the talk starts with policing, right? But the police aren't prepared, or they don't have the capacity to get involved until after the deed is done.
Right.
So, you know, like, so how can a police really
help me,
whatever, if they are operating constitutionally, right?
Yeah.
They need probable cause. So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody is meaning to do someone harm, how can the police stop them, really?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it has to start with the mentality. We have to change the mentality. And there's a quote that I use in talking about prevention, right? And the quote is an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. And what I mean by that is saying that if we was to address the intention, right? How we're getting to this level of violence opposed to focusing more on
the violence itself,
or punishing people after the violence. Because as just say any victim, right? If say for instance you had a member of your family or a friend that was murdered, right? You'll be more inclined to have prevented him from being murdered than trying to punish the guy that
did it. Yeah.
Right, it's not gonna bring him back.
Retaliate.
So, yeah.
Prevention before cure.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I don't really see the side of you. So that's really dope. One compliment I can give him though, he's probably gonna be like, "Why you say that?" It's like when I've seen him get upset at other people, like sometimes not promoters, but people in the business. I've seen you calm yourself down and leave.
Right.
That to me, that's major because I can't do that. And I'm still working on that.
Right.
You know, if I get upset, like last night, I quit last night at the club. I'm gonna be real. I got mad at the promoter. Say, I don't need this.
Sure
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you've been there.
Right.
Around this dude. I keep trying to tell him, yo,
some just be happening.
Hot head, yo.
No,
I'm like, yo.
He good. I mean, he good. We have these discussions or whatever.
Yeah.
He kind of try to, intervene the other day when we was at the the premiere.
Yeah, I was trying to calm you down and talk to people.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm
it's more thing where as though I don't be upset, right?
Yeah.
But it's a professional standard that I operate in. So if things not going that way, then I'm gonna take myself out of the situation because I don't want anyone to. Because I've taken a long time and a lot of grinding to build my brand.
Right.
So I'm not going to undermine it in one event. Someone see me there acting a certain way or see me moving a certain way, and so
that's what they want. Well, I mean, well, speaking of that, what type of celebrity clients have you worked with?
Yeah, so all right, so I love my city, right? Yeah. So I love my city. So I'm gonna tell you about the real celebrities, right? Well, I ain't gonna say the real celebrities because everybody deserves recognition and love or whatever. So that's the way I am. But I'm gonna tell you about some of the great, fantastic people we have in the city. So you got Malika that used to be here, right? Malika Reed.
A big fan of hers.
She put me on, really. You know what I'm saying? Like I was grinding it out. I doing a lot of photography. People didn't really recognize that I was doing so much photography. I was in the schools. I was everywhere. Started doing Malika photography, man, and she promotes you or whatever, and she helped you or whatever. Utilize her platform to help you. So big shout out to Malika. Then they got other people like Chantel Green that's doing big things.
Yeah, she got a new documentary coming out.
Yeah. So you got people like that, man, like that. They haven't gotten so big where they won't pick that phone up for you. I can call them at any time, right? Whether I got a question about business, whether I just got something to get off my mind,
they gonna answer.
They make their.
I mean, it's like where they come from. Like Chantel, of course, what she was. You know what I mean? Yeah. Malika.
Right.
So like,
So outside of those are my celebrities, and shout out the Cassie and some of the the young ones coming up or whatever. T Savage, Sneaky T, all them or whatever. But outside of them, YG Tech, Money Jake, Moose, all them. I work with just say Cardi, Jada Kiss. I did I can't kind of brain freeze right now. I did kind of like everybody or whatever, like from Faith Evans, Dougie Fresh, Cynthia Bailey, the Housewives, Caesar, Black Ink, Oh Shit, Black Ink. Just a Lord, Dougie Fresh.
But what was Faith Evans like? That was an odd moment. It had to be like, damn.
Shout out, my bad, yo. Big shout out to April Watts or whatever. That never supported, that put me on, that get me in these clubs and make these promoters recognize, like, that I'm, really good quality photographer, right?
Okay.
And that's one of my, I look at her as a celebrity. So her and Leah Henry is another one
Shout
from
to
the
Leah.
radio. Yeah. So yeah, they, shout out to Quicksilver, right?
Mhm.
So a lot, man, we got in this region, right? The
Mm-hmm.
DMV, we got a lot of talent, right? The world need to recognize like that, Baltimore is a hub for great people, great talent. Right?
Yeah, we gotta expose like this. When I was in Memphis with Chopper, yo, he's only 19 years old. First of all, 19, he's one of the coolest celebrities I ever met. And we signed like 5 dudes from his community.
Right.
Like I'm talking about giving them money, like checks, and they're making money. That's what they tell us black people can't do. Yo, you're a DJ. You can't be cool with every DJ. You can be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, speaking of that, like what's your relationship with other artists in the city?
Man, I like to always be open. I'm a character-based person, so I don't care where somebody from or who. Like it's character. You look a person in exactly. You look a person in their eyes, you feel their aura, you hear what they talking about, and if what they saying match what I see behind their eyes, it's a go. I'm open to it. Like one of my biggest record so far was with a dude from DC, No Savage. You feel me?
Okay.
I linked up with him. And I went up there, you feel me? Just me and my mans. We went to their projects, kicked it with them.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, cause relationships are key to business.
That's what I wanted to say, and to jump in there. I want to jump in and ask a question too, because when I went to Memphis, it was like that. Like when I came in, it was myself, Seven, and other dude. He's a security guard, but he's not like he don't like a security guard. You know what I'm saying? He's just regular, no gun or nothing. So the dude's like, yo, y'all been by yourself, we got jewelry on and stuff like that. Right. But they instantly respected that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it can backfire too. Don't get me wrong. If you on another planet, exactly. But overall, it's good to be on point. And sometimes like you don't have to have a crowd of people with you. It's just your character.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think that's good. So like, what's your relationship with DJs? Like you got any DJ now or?
I'm a rookie like in the game, bro. Like I'm coming pretty much straight out the street trying to make connections, make networking, and like I say, it's a character thing. I want people to respect me and my grind because like the little things I have done, it play out better for me that way compared to somebody that respect me and see me versus it's just a transaction. You feel me? A transaction is boom and it's a product, but when that product got both our energies, you feel me, on it, that's when you make magic. You feel me? So I'm trying to stick to that formula.
Nice. I like his mentality.
Jump in, golfer.
Yeah.
Since you're playing golf, I
mentioned golf, right? So
right?
this quick little story about me, right? So I grew up single parent home, but my mother, like, she put me in golf as a kid. Like, this is money. You feel me? Like,
we need more kids in golf.
Through our church, they had a program, and she put me in, and I'm like, golf, like, everybody making fun of me and all, but sure enough, like, it's out LA last month, right? On some random, I'm smoking weed when I'm not supposed to. I'm on the golf course. Old head black dude pull up on me, right? He telling me how he did golf with Bill Russell, just all types of stuff. You feel me? And straight off golf, and it's just connected. Like, damn, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's real where them CEOs be at. He taught me, like, man, he like, just talking to you, I see something in you. This is the type of language they speak, and you gotta learn it to get to that next level. You know what I mean?
But I've never been invited. I've never been invited.
We got a legendary DJ Sean Marshall checking in.
Sean Marshall, what up, champ? How you feeling?
Anytime, do you still play?
I ain't played in a while, but that little interaction right there got me back. Like, I need to start golfing again. Now that I'm older, for real.
I'm telling you, man, it's a beautiful thing, bro. It'll clear your mind.
Would you consider it being a therapy for you? Is it something that you could do for therapy?
I think so, because it's a mental game. Clearly, it ain't physical. You ain't gonna be sweating and stuff golfing. It's like you gotta calculate. So fundamentally, it sharpens your brain. And if you carry that into real life, you feel me? You can use the same methods. You know what I'm saying? Calculate yourself. Calculate. You know what I'm saying? What you need to do to keep yourself in a favorable position. That's the key. Yeah. With all of us,
I'm loving this guy. I'm loving this guy, yo.
I'm about to put him in the hot seat. I'm looking up questions.
He real I got calm him. And he real calm in his demeanor. Yeah. I'm liking that.
Outlet for therapy, like when things are for the photography.
Yeah, photography. That's my passion. So that's my therapy. God bless me with that talent, and I just think it's something that I'm gonna be doing the rest of my life. I've really, you know, like I'm starting programming for entrepreneurship through photography, right? Also something that's like art therapy through, you know, learning photography, right? And I just think that this, let me explain how I got into photography. I used to be a cameraman years ago. I had a store down on Franklin Street, had a camera, and I used to take pictures. I wasn't a photographer then.
Okay.
So then, you know, I took some classes. I got out of prison. I took some classes and I really pursued it. I watched, still today, I watch 3-4 YouTube videos every day about photography.
You can learn
everything from you never can learn everything, and it's just a continuous process. So one of the main reasons I got into photography at the prison is because when I got home, I had no pictures of my family, right? I was gone. I was in prison for 20 years. So most of my family had passed on. So I had no pictures, like, you know how things are, you gone or whatever. People don't, you know, regard your things the way you would. And, you know, pictures got destroyed, lost, damaged, whatever. So I had absolutely no pictures of my childhood, no pictures of my adolescence, no pictures. All the pictures I had were pictures that I had taken while I was in prison. So I knew how it made me feel. So I was like, you know, there's other people out in the world that probably feel the same way, that lost that history, that connection. So one thing about photography that I've learned since doing it, right? And that's why I was saying, like, I don't go into it like celebrity based or anything like that, because the unsung people, those people that you never heard of, those people that could barely afford my fees, they're my celebrities, right? Because photography, when you take someone's image, right, they may not remember the day or the date that you took that picture, but they're gonna remember how that picture made them feel.
Right.
Right. So that's what that's my joy. That's what I get out of taking pictures. I've had people had a photograph taken, they cried. I had a woman that was so moved by a picture I took of her son. She put on his backpack the next school year, and she, every time she see me, she just busts out crying, like, I can't believe that, you know. So I started an initiative. It was called the I Am So Awesome Initiative. You know, been to schools with me. I've been to schools with him. So the I Am So Awesome Initiative, it was a way of taking a child picture and helping enhance their self-esteem by showing that amazing image of themselves.
You showing that you care.
Look how good you look.
So a lot of times that's where, you know, you want to start with young people. You give them that attention, and you give them that love, or that showing of love,
the development of their self-esteem.
So how important is the relationship between artists and photographer? Because like some people don't understand that. Like, you know, in my career, pictures are everything. My flyers, that's what give me booked.
Right. Who took half your pictures?
I don't know.
That's mine.
So you did say that. You did.
Don't let them get you.
Don't let them get you. Every flyer.
Don't let them get you, yo.
But
you took the one we had the orange suit on.
No, that was
the orange, like a dress.
That was They tried to crack on me. What you say? That orange suit. What's your school colors?
He gonna send them.
What's your school color?
Not peach.
That wasn't. You said orange.
All right, orange, peach. No, you had a peach suit on.
What house we went to? Bro, what house we?
High school. I went to high school up the county, Joplin.
It is far.
Yeah, it ain't really that far. It's just little.
Yeah,
it's little.
Which we was back there.
Right. When you say the orange, I wore orange too.
It was orange building. I remember that.
Okay. Douglas stepping their game up. They got some stuff inside of there that they doing.
Yeah.
Started with that field.
That did their homecoming this year. Shout out to Douglas.
But about what you were saying about the artist and the photographer, the artist and the DJ, the artist and his client is big, right? Like I love doing live performances, right? That's why I love. Like I said, I've been on stage. My I guess kind of like my fantasy client would be like my favorite rapper, like Wayne, right? I never worked with Wayne, right? And I never worked with Drake. I work with everybody, just about everybody else. But when I'm on stage and I'm taking pictures, I kind of when they be spitting their cadence, I kind of get in tune with it. So I study them so much, right? Like I do a lot of homework or whatever. And once I work with you, I pretty much know like how you move and stuff like that. So I study people, and when, say for instance, I know the song you DJing, and I know it's about to be climatic, and I know you probably gonna scratch or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm on it because I've studied you. Now I know your cadence, and that's the joy I get to be on it or whatever. Like a lot of times, like some of the best pictures I ever taken was of April Watts, right, with her MCing, right. And the reason I had because I work with her so much.
Yeah,
and,
you tell. I like that.
Yeah,
so, like,
that makes sense.
So how you feel performance wise? Like if you performed yesterday, you been back out here?
Yeah. I had a few. I ain't had no photographer though, but like he's saying, like that's as an artist, that's what I had to look for when somebody, like you say, you catching the cadence, and it's like the visions start matching. So then when it come out, it's art. You feel me? That's the difference between it just being. Like he said, a cameraman, like I noticed what you did with that. A cameraman versus when you became a photographer. It's
I mean, it's real because we shot this at dark, pitch black, outside Club Internationals. That's when Perk came to Baltimore. I remember that. You know what I mean? So
he caught you right in the zone.
Yeah, then we took that in the background out. You can do so much with professional pictures compared to your phone.
Exactly.
There's people that I got to do iPhone, but that's not a professional picture.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can do a lot with it, professional.
Right,
so put you on the spot. Tonight I got a show tonight. You coming out with South Marlin Lounge tonight?
Yeah, coming.
Legendary Hootie Stone in the building tonight. Soul Flood Entertainment. It's gonna be crazy tonight.
Hootie
Stone coming through. You know what I mean? Actually, Nas rapping tonight.
What?
You know he's rap back in the day. I told you that.
Come on.
See,
Are you
for real? I did.
What was your rap?
I'm still coming out with an album. It's coming.
Okay, but are you rapping tonight?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me a bar?
I don't have none.
Oh.
You just said you come out with an album.
I am. I'm working on it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got you rap? You ever been a rap back in the day?
No, no, not really. No, back. It was kind of different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back in my day. You know what I'm saying? The rappers actually they try to imitate the people that they looked up to. Now people imitate the rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So back in the day, I was like Curtis Blow.
Yeah, the
rap.
Ain't that old, is it?
Damn. Y'all said
Biggie.
These
are the
Don't stop the book. It's in
when I was doing it, it was like I started out with freestyle. No, I started out with freestyling. Liam, like, just put a beat on, and then we would just be sitting around the table drinking, whatever. Then next thing you know, we get to freestyling, and that's how I got into it. And then it was like, some friends, we was at college together, and then we started a group, and then it was like, I know.
I ain't gonna rap though. I think
DJ Jazz K.
I think I'm gonna start. We have 42 songs now, right? But I think I'm gonna rap.
What's happening?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rap.
We just had that conversation with the guy, and a lot of people don't look at it like that. If you look at how much Dre rap, so
Dr. Dre,
and I look at him as being one of the best producers,
absolutely,
beat makers ever of all time,
absolutely.
But got some hits rapping, got some hits rapping.
Same thing with Diddy. I mean,
so who's
Diddy
before we got here? Who's the biggest CEO rapper? Meaning from Biggie,
Master P.
Birdman.
Yeah, I gotta go with Master P.
I gotta go with Master P.
Come on, now I did just.
I was just looking at that Drink Champs, right?
You cannot.
And Snoop was talking about how it was with Death Row.
Yeah, I was about to watch that this morning.
Yeah, he like, man, I just thought, all I was getting paid for every time I perform. I ain't know nothing about publishing. I ain't know nothing. He got with No Limit. He flew down there. He said, man, Master P got him his first house in his name, first car in his name. And he said, had his own mall out there in New Orleans. You feel me? So it's like, he don't get his due credit, I feel like, but from a pure CEO, put yourself and your people,
right.
I gotta get.
Oh, okay. I was talking about music wise.
You said,
I'm talking about Diddy rapping, Master P rapping. You can throw some shocking niggas. You horrible. You can't throw
no. You talking about CEO?
You can't throw no Jay-Z.
You said CEO.
I thought you said
Jay-Z
CEO.
Jay-Z obviously be the top one. But I mean, I don't know. I'm talking about Birdman versus Diddy. That's fucking. That's it.
What you mean?
Who gonna win out of Birdman versus Diddy?
But you know that no way out sold like 5 million.
Diddy did say that.
Hold on.
Jermaine Dupri won the battle.
You gotta be more specific now.
Okay.
You're saying, no, wait a minute. First, you said who's the biggest rapper? That's what you said.
Like I meant that as far as like that rap. Nick Cannon raps.
Okay.
Like
so
he's a true horrible.
Now you mean in terms of like
Because I was like, where you
big in terms of what though? Like
versus. Like Nick Cannon got
who got the most hits. That's
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Puffy hands down probably if it was like in the verses.
But it's not fair because he's not. I'm talking about rap.
But you're saying just his song?
Yeah, his song, like Birdman exclusive songs.
Oh yeah,
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, Birdman ain't got no. He got a couple of joints, but I mean, Birdman. I like Birdman, but
I was like in the No Limit type of deal. That was
I think even with that, it's still Master P.
Right?
Yeah.
So that we can't really even.
So I think you can't really compare that
because he was a rapper.
Okay, so we all saying Master P.
But Master P changed the game though. He changed the game because he got the best deal that nobody had got.
His marketing was impeccable.
He learned how to leverage. You feel me? Like
right.
He learned how to leverage and set his own terms.
But just then you had to say you can say 50 Cent. He did the same thing.
He did the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was a rapper.
50, especially what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
This took him to another level.
He got 2 shows that's crazy. So before we do our IGs and get out of here, real quick, who can do a verse against Wale? What's a good matchup for Wale? What's a good matchup?
J. Cole.
Right, okay.
That's actually
good. Yeah,
Wale always rapping to the bros.
He's still playing. I think Wale is fabulous. I'm telling you,
that's Fabulous be cool. Fabulous be good.
Wale got some fucking hits.
Yo,
Wale got some hits.
All this shit is nice.
He stayed with one on the radio every year.
Yo, he always, if you really look at it, he always have like, I want to say 4 to 6 singles on the radio before his album even come out. And then when you hear his album,
too.
And his articulation of what he wants to get across with his verbiage. That's why he's always talking to the women, because we understand exactly.
You always don't need big word articulation.
That is not even a big word
for me. Does it start with an A? A-R-T? Look, A articulation for one. What's your IG? Oh, Ash.
Y'all can reach me at Reality Recycled on IG, Facebook.
Okay.
And also on YouTube.
All right.
Y'all can find me 1511_BRM.
Okay.
On all social media platforms, Elijah Camera, Twitter, Facebook, what's the IG, and
back page.
You said something.
Pushing me when you get it all.
I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures.
For your OnlyFans.
Get your live video.
I got those hold the camera on the profile. Bad clicks.
Live video. Get your pornos.
He bargain trading and shit. I'll take the pictures if you that big. Yeah, come through. You that big. That's fucked up. What's your IG knowledge?
DJ Knowledge, DJ NILEDGE on everything.
Follow me at DJ Duke Live on all social media platforms, DJDukeLive.com. Again tonight, Coalition Wednesdays in Baltimore tonight. I will be there, DJ Sleep. And then after that, South Mall Lounge. So of course, follow me all week. They're coming up. My next trip, I'm going to Mexico.
Oh,
you coming with me?
I'm still waiting on my passport, bro.
Don't need no passport. I'm going to New Mexico.
New Mexico. That's different.
Yeah, I went Albuquerque.
He said Mexico.
I did.
All the country and border back.
That's a whole passport difference
right? I'm going over there and I'm going to Albuquerque.
I got a homeboy live over there, so I can go over there.
Yeah. Okay. Are they next to each other?
What? New Mexico and Mexico? Yeah. They close. Like you could probably jump. You could probably jump over a fence.
DR, but it's close.
You could jump over a fence
next to the border. I think.
Said one on the U.S. is one out the U.S. So literally, one is you need a passport, one you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mexico, you need a passport.
Yeah, you need a passport.
Go pick that up down DC.
I got mine.
Listen,
that's the
listen.
quickest
It's
way.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
already,
Mine is
already
$30.
I
ordered.
went there.
Mine is already ordered.
Congratulations. You just got
It's
a award,
already
right?
on the way. Hopefully.
For,
Yeah.
Marilyn Mosby.
Shout out to State Attorney Marilyn Mosby.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to DTLR, Rex Parks, Ball City Police. So we did a joint venture, a TV show called the Pop-Up Series.
Right.
Quicksilver, myself, Marilyn Mosby, Tierra, DTLR. So we have guests on for the Freeway, Megan Thee Stallion, the Baby. Yeah, it's a huge Stephen Curry. We have so many guests on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
That's all love. Yeah, I mean, I don't tell you anything. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you
Shout
posted.
out to Ash. Yeah, that was good though. Ash, I know we gotta go, Ash. We gotta go, but real quick, Ash, I gotta say, I really appreciate you coming on board. You know what I mean? The numbers have been going up. People are really paying attention. They must ain't like what the fuck we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like what the fuck we was talking about.
We gotta light some fucking sage.
Right. On that note, we see y'all next week at the DJ Booth Radio Show.
Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. Peace. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube or go subscribe to the podcast. All you gotta type in is the DJ Booth Radio Show. Peace.
Do you need?
Ash, you better shake a bait this week, short.
All right, all right.